to start streaming there. As you guys can see, SPRT is just ripping and running. You can see 28.10, and it just continues to try and push higher. You know, we had a parabolic blow off top there from 24.60 all the way to 29.80, and then we had a 28.10 settlement right in here. It's been fun to watch, man. It's been fun to watch. All right, so 8.10 settlement. All right, we played it a little bit, but we didn't play it a ton. Not as much as obviously we would have liked. So let's see here. 351. There we go. Do a space. And today is the 26th. Double check. All right, cool. And then go here, change documents. As always, guys, please subscribe to the channel. Click the icon below for making new videos. I would really appreciate that, guys. That helps out the channel a ton. Which one is it? I think it's not that one. Let's try it again here. Oh well, we'll just leave it at that. All right, cool. What's going on, Agent Razmi, Amudi, SP, Frank? What's going on, guys? All right, so we're getting everything set up here. All right, let me post this in chat. All right, so I am live going over today's trading day. Yesterday, 392K. Oops, 390. Today, 51K. All right, there's that. Cool. Post that there. All right. 1K. Hopefully you guys had a great trading day out there. Hopefully you guys have been trading well. As you can see here, you know, there's been some opportunities out there. SPRT was a big one. SPRT was one that, you know, we really, I wish that I could have taken advantage of it better. But that's the way it goes. You know, trading is trading. All right, 1K. There's that. Okay. Post that there. And go here. Quick. Hopefully you guys had a great trading day out there. Hopefully you guys have been trading well. I gotta post this here. Come on. There's that. Then we're gonna go SPRT. We're gonna go CS. Right. And we can do all right, cool. Posted that. Now we gotta go live on TikTok, and then we should be ready to go. Again, guys, subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate that, guys. That helps out the channel a ton. We're gonna do 51K today. Hopefully you guys have been trading well out there. Hopefully you guys have been studying. Our first real solid opportunity today, well, I guess one of the only main solid opportunities today was SPRT. We're going to go ahead and get started here. So you can see here, SPRT, you know, nothing but a beast today. Just, you know, ripped and ramped from, you know, 14 all the way up to 29 today. A big move after hours, as you can see here. You know, we had a little dip. We had plenty of dips today. You know, dip in here, rip here, dip in here, rip here, dip in here, rip here. I mean, it was just a traps short central. And it was just a matter of time. It always is. Someone asked me today in chat. They said, you know, when are we going to get these, like, runners that we had in February and January? And they said, will that ever happen again? And I said, yes, 110%. It's only a matter of time, you know. When shorts get too comfortable, they can create opportunities like this. And, you know, I'm not able to get any shorts, fortunately and unfortunately, on this name, but, you know, I'm sure there's people out there that are getting short trap, short squeeze is what we call it. And that's the way it goes. You know, trading is not easy, as I always say. So, yeah, please like and subscribe to the channel. Click the icon below for making new videos. I'd really appreciate that, guys. Subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. Oh, we have a little different chat. YouTube looks different today. What's going on, Eldrin? Steve, Frank, Alan, Trucker, looks like all the same OGs are on. If you can hear Michi in the background, she's saying hey. Come pet me. I will after the stream. First time here. Sorry I was bad, but can you throw out a platform for trading? Berkeley, this is your first time? How'd you find me? I'm curious. What's going on TikTok? Benny S, what's going on? All right, guys. So today, basically, you can just see me flying shares around left and right. You know, the shares are left and right. I flew around VRPX, TKT, VRPX, SPRT, GAME, TKT, SGOC, BYSI. I was just basically taking stabs at trades today because we had extension, we had stocks that were getting chased, we had FOMO. When we get like that, I tend to buy pretty aggressively on stocks that are getting chased up, right? And so, you know, SPRT, TKT, I mean, I chased a bunch of names today, and some were winners and some were losers, and that's it, you know? And that's it. Anybody know that guy? Smack that shit, waggle that shit, and that's it. Pardon my French, but does anybody know who that is? First time listening, been here watching your trades for a while. Doug Kaufman, awesome. Good to have you on, man. Glad to see you on. Subscribe to the channel. Click the icon for my new videos and make sure to like the channel. I really appreciate that. It helps the community go a long ways. But anyways, so yeah, you can see our SPRT, you know, on the day, you know, we had a nice, a ripper here. You know, after I just made a nice solid move, you can see, you know, very, very solid move throughout the entire day. And tomorrow, it's going to be my number one watch. Hopefully, we get a nice consolidation to long. Hopefully, you know, that becomes a thing. You know, in the end, that'd be really awesome if we were able to, you know, get something where it ends up, you know, running farther and farther and farther, but somewhere where it gets a nice consolidation in the morning, and then it kind of pans out towards the later of the day where it starts to rip and ramp, just like RGC did, right? RGC, you know, looking for something like RGC, right? Where RGC kind of, you know, it might have had a rip in the morning, but then it had a consolidation area, and here gave us a chance to get some good fills, and then have the ripper in the late afternoon time. That will be the kind of concept I'm looking for on SPRT. There's going to be opportunity on this name. When there's volatility, I will trade it. And right now, as a trader, I perform best with liquidity and volatility. And this has both of that. It has volatility and it has liquidity. You know, we've seen way, way, way more volatile, and we've seen way, way, way more liquid. But you know, this is something where it's definitely a start to something, right? We're seeing something where this could definitely start to go parabolic on us if it needs to. Or if it decides to. But basically today, guys, SPRT, you know, I basically just longed a couple of dips. So when I saw this rip and ramp, I believe I longed in here and sold out there. And that was basically, or no, sorry. We saw this rip and ramp, I longed in here and sold a pop there, right? SPRT, $37,000 winner, 1601 in, 1647 out, and then GameStop. I took a bunch of losses on GameStop today. And I had big size too. You know, I think I took a long in here. This thing popped up, it was up like 40 grand, and then it came all the way back down, stopped out, and it made new lows, and it popped back up. And I believe I longed it like somewhere in here, popped back up. And I sold it off 3 times, and it kept eating my sells, meaning like there was a lot of support. There was a lot of people buying my sells. There was a lot of people, you know, soaking me every time I sold it off. So I felt like there was going to be some strong opportunity there. But in the end, it didn't end up panning out the way I would have liked. I took multiple losses on GameStop, 30,000, 20,000, I think 6,000. So, you know, it is what it is. SGOC, one that, you know, now that, oh my gosh, look at this. See, this is a FOMO market, guys. It's a FOMO market. We're right back in the FOMO market. It's been a couple months. Let me go ahead and show you guys my screen on TikTok here. TikTok. All right. There's that. You guys can see kind of what I'm looking at then. Okay? So, you know, SGOC, a perfect example of what we can expect in a FOMO market. Basically something where, you know, in like towards the end of the day, it looks like we're going to sell off, looks like we're going to kind of collapse and going to, you know, die off into the rest of the day. But we don't. It doesn't do that. And it just kind of trickles, and then finally we're getting some FOMO, and that's partly because of SPRT, it's partly because of RGC, you know, AMC, GAME. You know, we're starting to see where what we call the volatile names come back. And, you know, that's, yeah, Manola, you nailed it, Colin. You're the winner on that one. Ding, ding, ding. But you're starting to see where, you know, we're getting a lot of FOMO. We're getting a lot of volatility. We're getting a lot of liquidity. And when we get intraday, multi-day volatility and liquidity, that's where I strive. That's where I do my best, and that's where I create my opportunities for myself. When things are slow and just grindy, and it takes 5 days to go 20%, that's when I struggle. I struggle to take base hits. I struggle to look at things and say, hey, let's take a breather. Let's take a step back. We don't necessarily need to be just sitting around and taking 30 trades and sizing up and just breathe. Come back and just take a 5% move on AMC or take a clear risk off level, right? When things are slow, that's when I'm my worst, and that's why I'm not in my opinion, a top tier trader. A top tier trader is someone who's hybrid, is someone who, when slower markets are coming around, they are able to take advantage of bits and pieces of those markets. And when there's volatile markets, that's when my best self. That's when I trade my best. And, that's when there's a lot of opportunity for everyone, right? And so look at SPRT trying to re-break, highs. We had a nice sell-off through 27, and every time this thing sells off, it ends up coming back and making new highs, right? So, sell-off looks like it's going to die. Nope, we're going to break through 30 probably. Sell-off looks like it's going to die. Nope, we're going to just perk back up. Sell-off looks like it's going to die. Nope. Sell-off looks like it's going to die. Nope. Sell-off looks like it's going to die. Nope. Right? Let's make a song out of that. But, I'm just preaching to the choir here. I mean, you guys can see what's going on. You can see what's going on straight in front of you there. But, it's going to be fun to watch tomorrow. I hope there's opportunity to the long side, because if there is, I should crush it. And that's it. But, other than that, guys, BYSI I took a trade on, ended up, scaling off in here, as a 52-week high breakout. I started to see, so once I saw this, there was a little perk right in here. Once I saw this re-perk right here to break above 30, I started longing it, right? Consolidation and a rip. With solid liquidity and solid volume, right? Something that I'm watching into tomorrow is this name. It just dumped right after, but I can name, SGOC, same thing. I mean, all these names are very volatile. They look like they're going to dump, but the one that didn't come back was FULC, right? This one is one where I really thought we're going to get a nice breakout, a nice rip above 52-week highs. I've been waiting for this one. And we started to kind of break out. I think I saw it on the scanner or something, and I started longing it. Of course, and then this thing just dumps and never comes back. It's a good thing I stopped out. That's why it's a good thing you got to move on sometimes, because, names like that can really screw you over, can really screw you up. And, it's something where I could have just gotten stuck on this one and held it all day and gotten red on the day, but it's just like GME, right? I could have gotten stuck on this one all day and held it all day, but I moved on, right? It wasn't panning out like I would have liked it. And that's trading. Right? You don't know what's coming and what's not. So you have to make sure you're prepared for those situations, okay? Let's see here. SPRT, like I said. This one, my best trade was right in here. I started longing it on the way down, and then I scaled on the way up. And then I took another long in here, but then I got kind of fidgety on this one, and then it just ended up being more and more not as good as I would have liked. I mean, obviously I would have liked to see this thing, me be in it, and I'm just, playing this after hours, and, I'm holding it overnight. But no one really knows that's going to happen. Now, what we could have saw was what the ADR was getting pretty high. Average daily range. You can see here, we have a solid rip, right? And another rip. And it's another day, and basically what it's doing is building higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. But it's also showing that, before it was very volatile. It's been volatile in the past, big rip here, another rip here, another rip, we had a gap from 2 to... obviously 8 or 7 right there. And then, obviously pretty volatile, especially right in here. And right in here is where you could be like, okay, I'm loading the boat. It's obviously volatile. It's making higher lows. And then consolidation, load phase, and then this thing rips. And sheesh, I mean, you could be up 200, 300, 400% on solid liquidity. I mean, by tomorrow morning, who knows? I want to say this one's going to gap down a little bit from where we're at here, but I can't say that for sure, especially with the price action that's going on. I feel like there's just a buyer that just keeps pushing it and just keeps pushing it and just keeps pushing it. It's almost like an algo, just keeps on buying and keeps on buying, right? So, anyways, guys, that's really all I had today. Do you guys have any questions, comments? You guys have any, oh, geez, is it raining? Wow, I think it's raining. Do you guys have anything that you want to ask me for the day? Feel free. Guys, I already mentioned this earlier, but I'll mention it again. Today, pause. I got poor connection. Okay, of course that's happening on... but I wanted to mention this, guys. Those of you guys who sign up with a Trade Ideas Test Drive 25 and you have to use this link, you will get 35% off my course when you send me a receipt. It has to be a yearly standard or a premium yearly sub. It can't be anything besides those two. Either a standard yearly or a premium yearly, and I'll get, when you send me the receipt in my DMs, trust me, there's been a couple of you to reach out to me, and I was able to get that back to you guys. I will then give you the 35% off discount code. So feel free to check that out. If you're interested in getting 35% off the course and you've been interested in my scanners, now's the time to check it out because you're going to get 25% off Trade Ideas and another 35% off the course. You have to use my link or else you're not going to show up under my affiliate link. And also, you know, when you buy the course, I'll give it to you guys for 35% off. Hopefully make it a little bit easier. I try and bundle sales together when Trade Ideas and is doing a sale as well because I want to make it easier for you guys to be able to afford opportunities that might not have been had before. So hopefully you guys are able to, you know, check that out. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. But that's really it for today, guys. You guys have any questions on TikTok? At 20K, where should I put it? You know, I don't know where you should. It's people that, the questions like that is someone who just doesn't want to put the time in. I have 20K, where should I put it? You know, if I knew where to put 20K, you know, that's just not the way I trade. Okay, and you got to put the time in and study. Ask questions like, you know, do you, you know, how do you get in and how do you get out, or how did you have clear risk off on this stock, or, you know, what do you look for in hot and cold markets, or what draws your attention for SPRT? But I have 20K, where should I put it? I mean, you know, I can't answer that. Do I need a fresh fade in order to make $1 million in one day? Duh. You need a couple of fresh fades. You need to have it. I don't know if you can get any fresher than this fade. I really don't. But it's obvious. You need a couple of fresh fades in order to make $1 million. That's the doctor's order. No, I'm just kidding. And Cam's course is much less than 20K. Yeah, it is. It's a lot less, especially for 35% off. Yeah, the next I'll do the bull cut for you guys. I'm sure you guys will enjoy that. How do you keep your mind clear, experience or a process? I just go to bed at a decent time. I focus on keeping my mind clear. I read books. I work out. I eat properly. I try and be the best person I can be every day. I went to a barber and I came out like Floyd from Dumb and Dumber. Yeah, next up is the mullet, actually. Maybe I should get the mullet. That'd be kind of cool. How do you Lloyd? There you go. There you go. Big brain. Big brain. I was worried for you there. Alrighty, guys. Yeah. So if you're interested in the course, 35% off. The course is basically just teaches you my strategies and my processes and how I am successful today in trading. It basically goes over the same strategies I use from the 1,000 to 5 million. But I mean, it's obviously not 110% exact, but you know, I spent over a year and a half of my life on that course. Hopefully you guys can get something out of that. The article written about you on Business Insider, I can't read it without signing up for a trial. Anyone else have that issue? Yes, everyone has that issue because unfortunately they made that article paid. I don't know why. It's not on my hands. They made that. Business Insider did it, not me. What would you consider for sympathies? I haven't looked at that. I have looked at that, but I don't have a clear one yet. I need 110%, nothing less. Spring coming now. Yeah, I mean, when we get into September, October, November, December, get ready because it should be pretty hot. I'm looking forward to it. It's when we really capitalize. Alrighty, guys. That's really all I have today. Those of you guys who are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. If you're not new, do you have a link to the course? Yes, I do. I can link that to you. Again, if you guys are looking for the 35% discount on the course, though, you need to get the Trade Ideas yearly subscription, either premium or standard. And then send me the receipt, and I'll give you 35% off discount. There it is, Doug Kaufman. There's the link right there. Alrighty, guys. That's really all I had today. Update. Can we get another interview with Jordan? Maybe an update since spring? Yeah, maybe we'll do something like that. That'd be awesome. Maybe we'll do another interview with Ariel, too. JMC, I love you, too, man. Alright, guys, I appreciate all the support of the NorMagnoTrading.com community. I will see you guys tomorrow. Cheers, team, and go Hawks.